Her favorite memory is all the times that her and the girls prayed before going out to the games. She loved being able to experience those moments with them. Delaney would like to say these thank yous. I would like to thank my mom and dad for being my #1 supporters through everything and never failing to show up for me. I love you guys. Coach Kelly for always believing in me, even on days I felt defeated. You never gave up on me or let me give up. I will forever be grateful for that. Coach Destiny and Coach Kenzie for giving me a great last season. I can't wait to see what great things you guys have in store for this program in the future. My teammates for all of the memories and laughs over the last 4 years. I would like to thank my other seniors, plus Taylor and Julia, for making this season so special for me and all of the late night bus talks. I appreciate you guys even more than you'll ever know. Thank you, Jesus, for all the opportunities I've been given and friendships I've made. I give all of my glory to God. Thank you, and to anyone who had to deal with me and my megaphone, I can't say that I'm that sorry.
Okay.
Senior Delaney Bateman.
Yay!
Next is Jocelyn Cummins, escorted by her mom, Julie Cummins, and dad, Brian Cummins. After high school, she plans to attend Cleveland State University and major in biology and chemistry on a pre-med track. In the future, she plans to become an OB/GYN. Her favorite memory is learning new skills and making new friends. She would like to thank her parents and coaches for helping her along her journey. She would also like to thank the Cubicle for inspiring her to be a better version of herself. Senior Jocelyn Cummins. Our next senior is Marion Peters. Marion is escorted by her mom, April, dad, Joey, and her brother, Jake. After high school, she plans to major in early education. Her favorite memory is making jokes with her teammates on the sidelines. Nevaeh would like to say these thank yous. I would like to thank my parents and brother for the unconditional support. A big thank you to the friends that showed up to cheer me on. And lastly, thank you to the coaches that believed in me. I couldn't have done it without Kelly. Thank you, Destiny and Kenzie. Senior Nevaeh Peters. Next is Senior Erin Sherman. Erin is escorted by her mom, Candy Steiner. After high school, she plans to go to college for biology. Her favorite memory is the bus ride debrief after games. She would like to thank her teammates for making cheer so fun, her coach, and her family for supporting her for the last 3 years of cheer. Senior Erin Sherman. Our next senior is Ian Axline. He was escorted by his mom, Sarah Axline, and dad, Matt Axline. After high school, he plans to attend college and pursue a degree in the field of medicine. His favorite memory is hanging out with the guys and playing basketball at the team camp at Ohio University during the summer. He would like to say these thank yous. I would like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to play this great game throughout my life. I would like to thank my family for always supporting me during all the ups and downs that this sport has brought me. I would like to thank my teammates for always being fun to be around and having my back out on the court. Senior Ian Axline. Next is Luke Axline. Luke is escorted by his mom, Vicky Foltz, and dad, Mike Axline. After high school, he plans to go to college. However, he is still an undecided major. His favorite memory is dunking the ball in practice and then giving Coach Brown a hug. Luke would like to say these thank yous. I would like to thank the Lord and Savior for every opportunity He has provided for me. I would like to also thank my parents for always pushing me to be my best and always being there for me. And finally, I would like to thank the rest of my family, my friends, and my coaches for always supporting me. Senior, Luke Axline. Our next senior is Chase Ebert. Chase is being escorted by his mom, Cassie Gregory, stepdad, Shannon Griffin, dad, Jason Ebert, and stepmom, Wendy Ebert. After high school, he plans to get a business degree at The Ohio State University. His favorite memory is Chase Smith getting mad at Luke and I because we were playing video games at Ohio Team Camp late in the night, and him yelling at us saying that we needed to grow up because we kept waking him up. He would like to thank his family, friends, coaches, teammates, and the River Valley community for everything they have done for him along the way. Senior, Chase Ebert. Next is Owen Osteen. Owen is being escorted by his dad, Matt Osteen, and his mom, Charity Bootham. After high school, he plans to attend Ohio State ATI, where he will be on the livestock judging team and major in agribusiness. His favorite memory is OU team camp and chanting for Mason to keep shooting threes with the whole team. Owen would like to say these thank yous. First, I would like to thank God for allowing me to play basketball and thank my parents for always pushing me to be the best player I can be. I would also like to thank all the coaches that have helped me and my friends and family. Senior, Owen Osteen. Our next senior is Hudson Pollard. Hudson is escorted by his mom, Megan, and dad, Shaq. After high school, he plans to go to Hocking College and become a firefighter or a paramedic. His favorite memory is riding electric scooters throughout the OU campus between games and exploring schools during summer shootouts with Luke and Owen. He would like to thank his parents and his coaches. Senior, Hudson Pollard. Next is senior Peyton Ross. Peyton is escorted by his mom, Bethany, and dad, Josh. After high school, he plans to attend college and major in fire and emergency services. His favorite memory is going to the Ohio University camp this past summer. He would like to thank his family and his friends for always supporting him on his journey through high school. Senior, Peyton Ross. Our last senior of the evening is Sawyer Weston. Sawyer is being escorted by his mom, Lindsay Weston, dad, Tom Weston, and sister, Sutton Weston. After high school, he plans to attend Clemson University and pursue a degree in the business field. His favorite memory is when Mason Ward was draining three-pointers at the Ohio University camp and our squad was going crazy cheering. He would like to thank his family, all of his teammates, his coaches, and the RV fans. Senior, Sawyer Weston. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more big round of applause to our seniors. We are all so proud of you and wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
Hello. Barely. I think they're exactly right.
the Colts look to make it 4 in a row. On the other end, Carter Myers and the River Valley Vikings are looking for a dozen on senior night. And you can watch all the action live and free right here on the OH Report. Coming at you next.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Josh Banks welcomes you inside River Valley High School. We're back in Viking country, the Mathews family of dealerships pregame show, where the Clear Fork Colts are looking to come on the road, pull off the upset, prevent River Valley from an outright MOAC title, and pull off the upset. I'm joined alongside my River Valley buddy, as always, Mr. Mark Bollinger. And Mark, River Valley won the first contest by 33. But we all know it's high school hoops. Anything can happen on any given night.
Well, the Vikings won 70-37 over at the Corral earlier this season. But as you said, the Vikings are on a roll. 11 straight wins, looking to make it 12. And not only that, they've got the opportunity tonight to clinch the MOAC outright. And I know that's something they want to get done.
It's something they want to get done, and it's something that they have worked very, very, very hard for. But I think it's going to be interesting to see just what it's going to take tonight for that to happen. You know, we talk about it all the time. We talk about teams that are on runs. We talk about teams that are just kind of streaking. And unfortunately, you're kind of catching both these teams on a slight run, as the Colts have won 2 in a row. But on the other side of things, you just said stuff. River Valley's won 11 in a row, and I want to say, I looked at it today, only 2 of those 11 wins have been by less than double digits.
Yeah, and the Vikings have just had a pretty easy time during this stretch and throughout the season. They've been winning a lot of games by big margins, just overwhelming opponents. And tonight for River Valley, they want to keep that rolling. Coming in, as we talked the other night when we were here, Vikings clinched their 11th title in school history, MOAC league title in school history. Tonight, trying to get it outright, as we said, first time since 2007. Most of these guys weren't even born last time River Valley won that. They want to get it outright, and the way they've been playing, look for the Vikings to get it done.
But let's go ahead and talk about those visiting Clear Fork Colts, Mark. They are led by head coach Brandon Baumgartner. They're 8-13, 4-9 in the MOAC, and again, they're on a 3-game win streak. They're looking for another one. They're averaging 52 points a game. They only allow 54, so it's only a 2-point differential for these Colts. They shoot 38% from 2, 28% from 3, but 62% from the line. That 3-point percentage is kind of scary.
Well, they just need to find some additional scoring. They have one of the league's best players in Garrett Hodes. He can fill it up. But unfortunately for the Colts, what they've seen throughout the season is they just haven't had secondary scorers who've been able to step up consistently and score for them and do it in an efficient manner. They've had to be volume shooters. If the Colts could get the ball to drop tonight and a couple other guys could step up offensively, that's how they can try to pull the upset.
And you mentioned him. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. Our player spotlight, none other than the senior, Garrett Hodes, who leads his team in rebounds and points per game. And I want to say, when I looked at the stats, He's like third on the team in assists at almost 2 assists per game. So he's really that big that does it all, Mark.
Well, and he has done it all for the Colts the last few seasons. Last year he had an outstanding year. He's came back this year as a senior, gotten even better. He puts up great numbers, but I'm sure for him, he'd be willing to score a few less points, give up a few less assists if that would translate into more victories, and one here tonight.
Now let's flip the script, Mark. Let's take a look at those home-standing River Valley Vikings led by head coach Rodney Brown. Again, we talked about it. They're 18-2, 12-1 in the MOAC. They're winners of 11 in a row, looking for number 12, looking for the outright MOAC title. Oh, and let's not forget, it's senior night as well.
Well, it's senior night. The Vikings have had a great run with this senior class, but they also have some talented underclassmen as well. But those underclassmen and those seniors, they're looking to get it done here tonight. They have had a job to do. They've been on a mission tonight. Finish the mission.
Finish the job, and I'll tell you what, you look at the point differential, they're outscoring their opponents by 20 points a game on 47% shooting from 2, but 36% from the land of 3 and 68% from the stripe. 36% from three-point range is going to win you a lot of high school basketball games.
Well, and the Vikings are able to shoot that well just because they do such a good job of moving the basketball, and they do have something Clear Fork doesn't. They have a bunch of guys who can flat out shoot it. And because of that, they move the ball, they get open shots, and as you see in every single game at every level, when you get open, uncontested shots, the percentages are going to be much higher than contested shots. Look for River Valley to get a lot of those uncontested looks tonight.
It's senior night, but you mentioned some underclassmen, and one of those underclassmen is our player spotlight. It is sophomore Carter Myers. Hey, he's tied for first on the team in scoring. I want to say he leads the team in rebounds, and he still dishes out over an assist a game. And I had fun watching him the other night when we were here because he threw down a pretty nice little one-handed jam coming through the lane from the free throw line. But I hear from you that that's pretty common for this sophomore.
It's pretty common for him. And, we've highlighted so many different seniors and other players for River Valley tonight. We thought we would go with Carter. And as you said, he is a guy that can do it all. He can shoot the ball from 3. He can score in the post. He can put the ball on the floor and go finish with authority. He's going to be an outstanding player over the next few years for River Valley. Right now, he's kind of a secondary kind of guy, but he's also a guy that if you don't guard him and you want to take some of the pressure, or put some pressure on some of the other River Valley guys, go ahead and do that. He's going to be a guy that will explode for 25. Great player, has a bright future here in Viking country.
And here's the big thing. You and I kind of spoke about it the last game that we were here. The big thing for River Valley is, yes, they lose 7 seniors. Yes, that can be absolutely critical to a team. But you bring back next year, as of right now, your 2 leading scorers in Chase Smith and Carter Myers. You lose your leading assist guy in Chase Ebert, but you're going to bring back 3 players that are tops in the MOAC in a lot of different categories. This team's going to be dangerous for a couple more years, even after losing the people they're going to lose.
Well, those 2 guys that you mentioned, plus Eli Snyder, are going to be a great nucleus for River Valley to build around next year. But what you don't, you have to take into account is the leadership, the intangibles, and all the other things that this senior group does for River Valley. They get it done on the defensive end. Those seniors lead the way. Chase Ebert, probably the leader in charges drawn. He's up, obviously, always pressing, getting into people, guarding the basketball. Sawyer Weston, senior, who's going to guard the other team's best player every night. And then, you just keep going to Owen Osting. You go to the axe lines off the bench. Hudson Pollock. You just continue to go through this lineup. And those seniors have brought the intangibles and brought about the winning culture. Those guys are competitive. And although there's talent coming back next year, they're going to have to find their own identity once the senior group leaves.
All right, Mark. We got 1:20 left till tip. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, Mark and I will have the keys to victory, the starting lineups, and MOAC hoops on a Friday night right here live and free on the OH Report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now. Our neighborhood, our news.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know.
Josh Banks back inside River Valley High School alongside Mark Bollinger. And Mark, let's jump right into our next segment of the Mathews Family of Dealerships pregame show, Keys to Victory. First, for those visiting Clear Fork Colts.
Well, in the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of conversations. A lot of people have asked, like, how do you beat this River Valley squad? One of the top teams in Division IV in the entire state, and I think it comes down to a few things. On the offensive side, if you're Clear Fork tonight, you have to control the tempo. River Valley does such a great job of going on runs. You need to slow the game down, grind it out, and anytime River Valley scores, especially a 3, your next offensive possession if you're Clear Fork needs to be at least about 30 seconds. You have to move the ball, try to get a good shot, but if you come down and put one up quick, you're going to lead right back to River Valley going on that run. And then on the other end of things, eliminate the three-point shot. We talked about how good River Valley is at shooting the 3, but I think the first thing you do is you have to take away Chase Smith, run him off the three-point line, and you take your chances with some of those other players. It's going to be a very small pathway for Clear Fork to victory tonight, but if they're going to do it, I think those are the keys to getting it done.
And let's flip the script and let's take a look at the keys to victory for the homestanding River Valley Vikings. Play for the seniors. These guys have worked their tails off for the last 4 years, and they've accomplished something that nobody's accomplished in 18 seasons. Let's go get it tonight for them, and let's make it outright, not a share.
Well, and that's kind of been the focus. You know, I spent a lot of time with Coach Brown and talking to him and knowing the guys and their families. And while winning the MOAC championship is big and they're excited about being able to put those numbers up there, you don't want to share it. You know, in 2007, we shared it back. The last time we had it outright was in 2003. So get it done tonight, win this thing outright, and make sure it only says River Valley when they talk about MOAC champions for 2024 and 2025.
Another big thing, you're 10-0 this year on your home floor. Protect your home floor, and we were kind of talking about it before the game. These Vikings are going to be lucky enough to host 2 tournament games here inside River Valley. They get a sectional championship against Krista, and then their district semifinal game will also be played right here on their home floor. At 11-0, if they win tonight, going into tournament play, how do you expect to come into this place and win, especially with the crowd that we have on hand tonight?
Well, and yeah, it's what we've talked about with a lot of former coaches and former players here at River Valley about just how nice it is with the changes that if you have a good season, you get rewarded and get those home games. It used to be even for sectional play, we would take off and we'd had to go to Hilliard, Darby, Dublin, Scioto. We traveled, hour and a half to Newark just for even sectional games. And then, of course, go to the Columbus Fairgrounds. And you go to the old barn, and, the shooting backdrop there, 200 feet, behind the basket was just so difficult of an adjustment. And a lot of those guys and some of those coaches I've talked to are like, how nice would it have been with the teams we had and the home court advantage that River Valley has always had with the student section and the community support to have home games. This team is blessed. They've put themselves in a position to have 2 home games in tournament, and it's going to be a huge advantage against Cristo Rey and whoever they get in that second matchup, probably Eastmore.
Let's go ahead and introduce the starters for both teams. We'll start with Clear Fork. Senior guard number 1, Senyo Alt. Sophomore guard number 4, Carter Cool. Sophomore guard number 5, Trey Sellers. Senior forward, our player spotlight, number 14, Garrett Holtz. And sophomore guard number 24, Marcus Hoflick. And it's the same 5 for the Vikings. It's Owen Osting. It's Sawyer Weston. It's Chase Ebert. It's Chase Smith. And it's Carter Myers. Not very many teams in the state can say they started the same 5 guys all year, but that's something River Valley has the pleasure of because of their health, and they stay consistent.
Well, knock on wood, the Vikings have been able to stay injury-free, and that is critical when trying to make a run.
Carter Myers wins the opening tip. Ebert has it. Skip feed to Chase Smith.
And Clear Fork comes out zone.
How about the find? Ebert, Smith, for 3.
Well, too easy. It's exactly what we said you cannot do. You cannot allow Chase Smith to be wide open. Catch, step, and shoot. Easy find, uncontested 3. If you give that up, you're going to be giving up a lot of points tonight if you're Clear Fork.
Well, and it's also a situation where Chase Ebert, the leading assist guy here inside River Valley, and he shows you why right there on that play. He drives baseline, finds the guy. He does it again here. Carter Myers left open. Nothing doing. Offensive rebound. Senyo Alt's going to take it away from Sawyer Weston. It'll be Clear Fork basketball.
Again, just another easy shot from 3 for the Vikings. If Clear Fork's going to play this zone, they have to move all the balls in the air. And on this end, 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Colts.
We got a turnover on Clear Fork.
Now, if I'm Clear Fork, looking at Clear Fork, I don't mind going to the 3-2 matchup where you can get to shooters, but you have to basically play it like a matchup. It needs to be a matchup zone where you're manning up in your area. You cannot allow free shooters on this 3-point line for River Valley.
Ebert tried to get it to Osting, nothing doing. It'll be the first turnover on River Valley. So 1 turnover apiece for both squads here in the early goings of this one. Sellers has it.
See if they get Holtz a touch here.
Holtz, step back 3. Garrett Holtz. In and out. Almost boarded on the other end, but it'll go to River Valley.
Well, that's in his skill set. Little step back 3. Holtz had a good look at it. Just wouldn't go down for him.
Smith has it for River Valley. Poked away, but it's going to stay down here. River Valley. Poked away as it goes off, but it's going to stay down. Ebert has it for River Valley. Chase. He's going to get all the way inside. Extra pass, Sawyer Weston in the corner. One-handed lefty pass.
See if Clear Fork adjusts. River Valley's setting flare screens on the backside of the zone. Clear Fork, they have to feel that and slide over the top.
Chase Smith is feeling it early as that was contested, but it didn't matter.
Well, that's what he does for this ball club. He can get hot and just bury shot after shot from deep range.
Holtz guarded tightly by Osting, almost took it away. Step into a 3-ball. No good. Hoflick with the offensive rebound, though.
Good hustle there by Hoflick.
Holtz, another step back. Nothing doing. Smith with the board for the Vikings. Gets it to Osting, back to Chase. Ebert up top. Smith, he's left open again, and he's 3 for 3. How about the young fella? He's got all 9 here in the early going. Up top, Smith, he's left open
I'm
again,
not sure
and
who did the
he's
scouting for Clear Fork, but big mistake. Or if they scouted it right, bad execution. You leave probably the best three-point shooter in the MOAC wide open. He's buried 3 of them, 2 of them, nobody even close.
And it's rotation, Mark. That time you got Ebert drives baseline again. They sag down to try to stop the drive. Nobody rotates topside to defend Chase Smith. It's the exact same thing that when he did with the first one on the left wing.
And that's what we talked about in keys to victory and beating River Valley. You have to live with giving up a contested 2. If you over-rotate or are out of position and give up the 3, you're going to lose. Simple as that. They shoot it too well from 3. You can't give them the open 3, and that's all Clear Fork has done tonight. They're making it really easy for the Vikings.
Holtz has it for the Colts. Gets it to Cool. Carter Cool to Alt. Senor Alt, not really a scorer on the squad, but a glue guy for these Colts. As that's Holtz. He's going to get all the way inside. That's something he does well. He couldn't finish that one, though. Owen Osting comes away with the rebound. And here comes Chase Smith.
But I think they may have found something there. Get Holtz with Osting guarding him. Try to ISO him.
This young man can't miss. That was a college 3 for Mr. Smith. How about 12 of them things?
And again, a no-doubter. Caught it from deep, feet set. You've made your first 3. You know heat check. It's going up.
This
Nothing
young man
but the
can't.
bottom. 12 in a row for Chase.
What more can you ask for?
Again, if you're River Valley, perfect start to what you wanted to do here on senior night and trying to clinch it. Get out to a quick lead. Now, show no mercy. Pedal to the metal here if you're River Valley.
Trace Sellers has it. He gets it to Noah Goodman, who's checked into the game. Holtz has it. Backdoor, great cut by Hoflick. He's just unable to control the pass. Sawyer Weston has it. Are they going to give it to him again, see if he can start 5 for 5? That's going to be just right. But Carter Myers with the offensive board. He'll go up and finish. It doesn't matter if he misses because he's got guys that are going to crash the offensive glass, and it's 14-0 Vikings early.
Well, when you play River Valley, there are teams that'll grind you out and beat you with death by 1,000 paper cuts. That's not River Valley. They're a knockout puncher. They come at you, and they can put you to the ground in a hurry, and they've thrown a haymaker here early. They come at 14-0, chance to expand on it here.
As you see the foul called on Garrett Holtz. Kind of an elbow into the back there of Osting while they were crashing the glass. A great take, though, by Trey Sellers to get inside. Just couldn't quite finish.
Yeah, and Clear Fork offensively 0 for 5 from the field with 3 turnovers in the first 4 minutes.
Sawyer Weston has it, looking to get to Chase Ebert down on the block. Carter Myers can't knock down the little floater. Sellers has it for the Colts. 5-minute scoreless drought here in the opening quarter. Sellers to Goodman. Wanted to get it to Holtz. Blocked. Owen Osting says it's my senior night and you're not allowed to score. Blocked. Oh. Trying to get it into Holtz. Nobody open. Stolen away. And it'll be River Valley basketball as he tried to get it to Sellers. And Chase Smith right there. Not only does he got 12 points, but he's doing it on the defensive end as well.
Well, again, the defensive pressure causes the turnover. Clear Fork simply cannot get anything going on the offensive end.
Sawyer Weston has it for the Vikings. Carter Myers going to get a screen from Osting. Skip feed to Ebert. To Myers. Great find. How about the dish? Oh, and Osting's got himself a bucket. And it's 16-0. 2:40 left here in the opening frame.
Well, pretty play. Catch going down the lane as soon as the defender rotated up. Had the dump.
Cool tried to get it to Holtz. It's stolen away by Sawyer Weston. Great find. Ebert, he'll fall away from the corner. Nothing doing. Osting almost came away with it. Instead, it goes to Noah Goodman for the Colts. Gets it to Carter Cool. Cool has it. Steps into a tray ball. Garrett Holtz there for the offensive rebound. Can't quite get the layup back up. He'll fall away. Still nothing doing. The Colts still unable to find anything. And how about that finish? We're going to take a look at that one again on our agency replay. Chase Ebert finishes the finish. I thought he was too far under the rim, Mark.
Transition game. We've said it. You cannot run with River Valley. If you play the tempo they want to play, it's game over. Simple as that.
18 unanswered here in quarter number 1 by the Vikings. And they're making it look easy.
It has been easy so far. Clear Fork on the offensive end, 0 for 8 from the floor, 5 turnovers. And a lot of those, they're making the wrong reads. They're trying to make something special instead of just keeping it simple and moving the ball. I think if you're Clear Fork, you've got to go back to trying to get Holtz on an ISO, see if he can get up against Osting and put the ball on the floor a little bit and attack. That's kind of been the only look that they've got that's been any kind of, had any kind of semblance of an opportunity for them to score.
Holtz, such an athletic big for the Colts. You almost want to let him catch it on the block, ISO, kind of face up, use maybe a dribble drive or even a quick pull-up jumper to get a really good look. Trey Sellers has had a couple opportunities at the rim. He hasn't been able to finish, so they're getting the shots they want. They just can't knock it down.
The problem is with that, and we can say about isolating Holtz and, things like that, but as soon as you do that, River Valley's not scared of the rest of these shooters, so they're just going to double and rotate into passing lanes.
They're going to look to get it down to Holtz on the block. Osting does a great job. They do get it to Holtz, left wing.
Now look at the Vikings just jumping to the help side. Just not scared of that backside shooting threat.
He's going to face, spin move over the left shoulder, and there's Garrett Holtz. Great spin move, left hand finish. Chase Smith thought about hoisting another one. Didn't do it. Sawyer Weston has it.
Yeah, River Valley was just a little bit late on getting there to Holtz to get the double.
Weston.
Good ball screen.
Step back jumper, no good. Rebounded by Carter Cool. Stolen away by Chase Smith. Defense to offense. Open threes. It doesn't matter. This young fella's got 14. 1 minute left here in the opening quarter. Good dribble drive. Get to Holtz down low. Great backdoor cut, but it's stolen away by Ebert. Gets it to Myers. Myers, a little ball fake. Can't finish, but he's going to go to the line for 2. Gets it to Myers. We'll take a look at it on the replay. Myers, a little ball fake. I thought for sure he was going to kick to the corner. Finish, the ball fake kind of pulled Alt that way, and it gave him the lane.
Yeah, Sawyer Weston had ran the floor, got to the corner, was the corner shooter.
As you see all the replays brought to you by Krista Smith of the Agency Real Estate Group. (21-2).
Luke
As Luke
Axline,
Axline, one of the other seniors, going to get some time here early. Myers, 2 of 2 from the line, and that's a 20-point ball game. 48 seconds left, 45 left. Alt picks up his dribble. Gets it to Goodman. Goodman back to Alt. Looking to get to Hoflick. He's trapped again. Senor Alt. They're gonna get Axline, or are they gonna get Weston? They're gonna get Sawyer Weston. As we'll take a look at that one again. Trapped again. Senor Alt. They're gonna
Two
get
on Sawyer. Hudson Pollock will check into the game for Weston.
Another one of those seniors coming on the floor for the Vikings.
So 35 seconds to go here. Clear Fork out of bounds, trailing 22-2.
Noah Goodman has it. Almost taken away by Hudson Pollock. Gets it to Marcus Hoflick. Marcus, little step back move, nothing doing. Gets it to Carter Cool. Carter Cool going to look to get inside. Good patience now. This is kind of the tempo we were talking about the Colts needing to play. Ball movement and get a good shot. Senor Alt. Hoflick in the corner. Axline with great defense. Almost stolen away by Chase Smith. And that'll do it. The defensive intensity by the Vikings hold the Colts to 2 here in quarter number 1. We'll be back for second quarter action after this commercial timeout.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up.
Josh Banks joined alongside Mark Bollinger back inside River Valley High School, a 22-2 opening quarter for the Vikings.
Well, it was a statement to say the least. River Valley came out and just absolutely dominated. Chase Smith on fire, hits the first 4 threes that he shot to give River Valley that 12-0 lead. Clear Fork struggling horribly from the field. 1 of 9 from the field, 7 turnovers.
Cool gets it into Hoflick.
The good news for the Colts, that last possession was probably their best possession of the game. Move the basketball, take time off the clock.
They tried to feed it to Holtz. It'll go off of Holtz's hands, and it'll be River Valley basketball. That's 1,000% the correct call. It'll go off of Holtz.
A young player needs to understand the read. When you're going to throw that pass, you have to read the help side defender in the corner that's rotating. You can't read the ball side defender. I'm sorry, the defender who's guarding the guy coming off the screen. You have to read the help.
Sawyer Weston kicks it to Luke Axline, gets it to Pollock. Osting's going to set a screen for Hudson. Chase Ebert up top, gets it to Pollock. He thought about it. He's going to get called for a travel. That's one of those, if you're Hudson Pollock, you're a good shooter on this team. That's a, hey, catch and shoot that one.
Yeah, Huddy can shoot it. He just needs to catch and pull that.
Full court man here by River Valley. They get it into Holtz. Holtz.
Oh, thought he had one there. Thought he was going to give it back.
Gets it to Alt. Senor Alt guarded by Hudson Pollock.
But this is what you're seeing here is what that senior group for River Valley does. When they go to the bench, you have Luke Axline, you have Hudson Pollock that come in and just flat out guard. They're athletic and long, and they get after it. That's something the Vikings have to replace next year.
They're going to get Osting for an illegal screen. Kind of shifted the hip out there a little bit why they made that call. Yeah. It's Osting's first, team first.
Got outside the frame of his body. I think that's what they call just a little bit of the shift and the lean.
Carter Cool to trigger. Gets it into Garrett Holtz. Garrett Holtz, he'll bring it up, clear it out himself. He's going to get a screen from Hoflick. Holtz. It's going to look to go all the way inside. No call. Goodman to Alt. Senor with it. Gets it to Carter. Cool.
Well, with Osting fronting in the post, they just need to reverse the ball and let Holtz seal him.
Holtz for 3. He's got all the points. But the field goal is going to be no good.
And it's 1,000 points.
Garrett Holtz gets to 1,000 on that 3. He's got all 7 for them tonight. Congratulations to that senior, an accomplishment that you just don't forget when you get to high school basketball.
Yeah, what a cool moment here. Garrett gets his 1,000th point. They give him the ball, takes it up into the stands. So while the beginning of this game was a struggle, congratulations to him. His team's down 22-7. He has all 7.
We'll get back to action.
Yeah, cool moment there. And, you know, I love to see that. After he got it, Coach Baumgartner looks down at Coach Brown, gives him a little wave back. The respect and the sportsmanship there to celebrate somebody's, accomplishment on somebody else's court. Really appreciate that by both these squads. And
Ebert almost has it stolen away, gets it to Hudson Pollock. Luke Axline down to Osting in the corner. Owen Osting gets it to Sawyer Weston. Weston going to look to go to work. Great defense down low by Senyo Alt. Ebert, Axline. Good ball movement. Get it to Osting. Little spin move. Ebert. How about that pass? Back up top to Chase. He'll shoot a three, and he'll knock it down. Chase Ebert's got himself a tray ball.
5 of 8 for River Valley from three-point land.
Marcus Hoflick. Carter Cool in the corner. Up top, Senyo Alt. He'll hoist one. Nothing doing on that shot. Hudson Pollock gets it to Ebert. Chase. Owen Osting. Looks to go through everybody. Can't knock it down. Garrett Holtz comes away with the board.
You give credit to Clear Fork here. Down 22-2. They've kind of settled in. Lengthening the possessions a little bit. Starting to play more the tempo they need to try to compete here tonight.
Garrett Holtz has 10.
One-man wrecking crew. That's what he's done all season long. He's been that lone scorer for the Colts.
Weston. Sawyer Weston with the find. Tried to get to Axline. He managed to get it to him. Axline's going to throw it off of Senyo Alt. Tried to get to Axline. And it'll stay with River Valley as Chase Smith, Carter Myers, and Eli Snyder check into the game.
A look for River Valley to get Smith a look from 3 off this out-of-bounds set.
And Trace Sellers will come back into the game for the Colts.
Sellers needs to be aware he just came into the game guarding Smith. Colts switch the screen.
Ebert to Weston. Sawyer Weston tried to get a foul call. Nothing called. Holtz has it taken away. Eli Snyder, Weston in the corner. Sawyer Weston can't knock it down, but there's Carter Myers. Chase Smith can't finish at the rim. Carter Myers with another offensive rebound. Alt has it for Clear Fork. Gets a trap, gets it to Sellers, Trace Sellers. Gets it to Holtz. Almost taken away by Sawyer Weston. Ends up in the hands of Goodman.
Looked like Sawyer got away with a foul on that one.
Sellers backdoor finishes. Trace Sellers on the scoreboard.
Good look there. Curl cut wide open. They reversed the ball. There was no help.
Sawyer Weston trying to get going down low. Nothing doing. How about that steal by Chase Smith? A one-handed theft. Eli Snyder.
Well, the turnover results in a run out. Eli just runs the floor. Chase rewards him. 10 turnovers now for the Colts.
Another assist for Mr. Ebert, by the way.
And it seems like every time the Colts turn it over, River Valley scores in transition.
Snyder gets the theft.
Showtime.
To Ebert. Back to Myers. He can't throw it down, but he'll still finish the oop. 31-12.
Sorry, I got ahead of myself. I've seen that so many times. I thought Chase was actually going to throw it off the backboard to Carter.
Holtz gets inside. Garrett Holtz doing what he does best. But there's Mr. Sellers. He's got 4.
Good job by Sellers. Didn't quit on it. Vikings got a
Chase
little lazy.
Smith from the volleyball line. No good. Eli Snyder going to get called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, contact in the back.
As Xander Cyphers, Marcus Hoflick, and Noah Goodman all come into the game for the Colts.
Well, if you're River Valley, you've kind of let Clear Fork hang around a little bit after getting out to that 22-point lead. You want to finish the half the right way.
Look at that take for Marcus Hoflick. Great drive coast to coast.
I know Coach Brown doesn't want this to get sloppy. Stay fundamental, do what you do. But Smith's got it going, man. Gets the roll on that one.
And he does it in the post, too. Hoflick going to look to go coast to coast again. And Chase Smith going to get whistled for a foul there. Post, too. Hoflick going to look to go coast to coast again. And Chase Smith going to get whistled for a foul there. You'll see it on our Krista Smith Agency Real Estate Group replay. Brokaw up top to Hoflick.
And where the Colts going to get scoring with Holtz out of the game.
Holtz and Sellers still on the floor. He's got 4. Sellers has it now. Gets it to Brokaw. Jacob Brokaw. Thought about the back door. Kept alive by Sellers. Trace Sellers almost has it taken away by Ebert. And it somehow ends up being a turnover. Chase Smith, Eli Snyder, Chase Ebert steps into one. And it's nothing but the bottom. The Vikings are hot from the land of deep.
Well, and I understand what Clear Fork's trying to do with the open post, but when you don't have shooters outside the three-point line, that backside corner defender is not going to move, so the back cut's never going to be open. So every time they throw that, they're turning it over because the help side defender's just waiting on it.
Brokaw to Xander Cyphers. Almost stolen away by Snyder again. Hoflick. Eli Snyder playing absolutely amazing defense. Xander Cyphers. He's got himself a tray ball. The junior forward. Sawyer Weston's going to get down low. He's going to go to the line for 2.
Well, people who aren't familiar with Eli Snyder, getting a first look at him or an in-depth look at him, that's what he brings. He is athletic. He is a great on-ball defender, and he is going to cause chaos when he's guarding the ball. That time just harassing the ball handler until he is able to get a turnover.
Weston misses the first. Hey, if you watch football, you know who Eli Snyder is.
That is true. If you watch Revive football, you know he had a heck of a football season.
Him and Chase Ebert as a wide receiver quarterback duo were a lot of fun to watch on the gridiron, and they're proving to be a lot of fun to watch on the hardwood.
Good job by Xander, though, stepping up on the other end. Got the open 3. We were wondering where the offense was going to come from. Got the opportunity, buried it.
Sawyer Weston's going to split the pair. 55 seconds left here in quarter number 2. Sellers tried to get to Holtz. He's going to have to step through. It's going to be stolen away by Ebert. Chase Ebert. Coast to coast. Chase Ebert with a fancy finish. He's into double figures.
Elevated, adjusted to the left hand, was able to finish over Holtz. Lead back to 20.
Holtz tried.
Pretty
Holtz
athletic play there by Sellers.
Tried.
The ball would have touched him while he's out of bounds. It would have been.
Watch the replay.
Did it get him?
I actually think that was off of Sellers. Chase went to poke it out, and I think Sellers did poke it out. But nonetheless, we got 30 seconds left here in quarter number 2. It'll be Clear Fork basketball, and they better get it in, and they do. Osting comes away with the steal. 25 seconds left here in quarter number 2. Chase Ebert. Sawyer Weston. Carter Myers. Skies and hoist. Owen Osting with an offensive board. Owen going to go to work down low. Nothing doing. Good defense there by Cyphers. Comes away with the rebound. Sellers has it. 5 seconds left. Holtz. It's going to get fouled by Carter Myers. Rebound. Sellers has it. 5 seconds left. Holtz. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. (39-19) your score here in quarter number 2. 5.4 seconds left. Holtz. Smooth as silk on the first. He missed his first couple shots of the game, Mark, but since he got 1 to go, I don't think he's missed since.
Well, and, you know, when he scored his 1,000th point, it kind of helps you understand that there may have been some nerves and stuff early, knowing he was just 7 points away. But, yeah, once he's gotten to that point, he's just settled in and been
that one
really
goes
good
in
player.
and out. Chase Smith, they're going to foul him right away. And
good foul.
3.3 seconds left.
Well, that was a good foul by Clear Fork. You still have 2 more to give here.
As Hudson Pollitt's going to check in, replacing Owen Osting. They're going to let Hudson inbound. Get Ebert a chance to be a ball handler here. We got 3 seconds left here in the first half.
Sellers, you can't let him run a C cut.
They're going to call it on the floor.
Good effort by Chase to throw the ball towards the rim. He knew that they were coming to foul him. Now there's only 0.8 left. There's still time to catch and shoot. Again, watch for Smith in the corner.
Yep.
Oh,
they're going to throw a lob for Smith. He'll catch. He'll turn. He can't knock it down. But at the half, River Valley 39, Clear Fork 20. We'll come back for our halftime show brought to you by the Mathews Family of Dealership after this commercial break.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
It's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get.
Welcome back to River Valley High School, where the Vikings out to an impressive 39-20 lead over Clear Fork. The Mathews Family of Dealerships halftime show tonight. Special guest with us is Adam Wickham, Superintendent of the River Valley Schools. And Mr. Wickham, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Well, we've done a lot of River Valley games. We know how important athletics are, music, and other extracurriculars. Just Talk about that and the overall growth and development of the young students in this, and the young adults in this school district.
It's so critical to have students be a part of something. You want them to be committed to their academics, but also some extracurricular. It helps with time management. It helps perseverance. Those are all lifelong skills that we want to develop. And so we always want students to be involved. And what I love about River Valley students, a lot of times they're very multifaceted in their involvement. So we have kids that do choir, show choir, orchestra, but they also have soccer and volleyball teams. So they're not just one-dimensional. That's great.
Well, and you talked about the time management and all those lifelong skills, but then let's look at some of the specifics as far as like academics, getting into the classroom and the engagement into the classroom. How does athletics or extracurriculars help in that area?
Yeah, I think it really helps because, obviously there's a minimum GPA and all those kind of things with credits and passing classes, but it gives some of our students, their extracurricular is the reason for coming for the academics. And so, those two tie in so much. And we know that most students aren't going to go professional in a sport, but they are going to have some kind of career based on a skill or a trade or academics at a college. So if they earn a degree. So we want them to understand their academics is really setting the foundation for their future, their family and what they're going to be able to provide for. So we're excited about some of the projects we have going on that are going to help even provide more opportunity.
Yeah, you mentioned careers, and anybody that's driven by the campus, seen over on the west side, construction has started. Some exciting new things going on here at River Valley. Do you want to share about the construction, the timeline, and what's being built out there?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So we received a $2.5 million Career Technical Education Grant, CTE grant, from the state of Ohio last year. And through a lot of planning, we're going to be able to expand onto that area of our career tech program. So we already have a really strong agri-science FFA program. We're actually going to be able to double the size of their space and then actually double the size of our construction trade space and then add a healthcare pathway classroom space. And we're going to also, the board elected to add on about 4,000 square feet for an exercise science kind of weight room facility. We hope that will kind of tie into the healthcare pathway, but we really wanted to take care of our weight room situation, which has been a real problem area for the last 22 years or so. So that's going to be a great resource. It should be finished about July, August. We hope by the time school starts that we're finished and kids are using that space.
Well, and you mentioned the grants, and that's such an important facet of funding today, with trying to pass levies and things like that. I know a lot of grant money is going in that area, but just how are some of the other ways that you're using grants and that process to help fund things so the taxpayers don't have as much of the burden?
Correct, yeah. So we, one of the parts that the treasurer, Brittany Keller, and I came in roughly about the same time. I was about 6 months before she started. And we really looked at that. I've been at previous districts where grants were critical because you can offset some of your taxpayer dollars and really try to use those for more, critically focused needs. Getting state, federal grants sometimes are a little harder to get. But what we try to do is look at, for example, we offered free lunch and breakfast this year through the National School Lunch Breakfast. It was called CEP, Community Eligibility Provision. And it's a federal program. They lowered the threshold. We looked at it. We knew it was going to be tight to make it work, but we know how critical it was for families to not have to worry about paying for that. So through that extra funding, we're not going to make a lot of money in our food service, and we probably are going to be close to breaking even. But wow, what a great resource at no additional cost to our taxpayers. So, we're hoping that those kind of funds continue to flow. We can offer those. But when you look at like the academic side, we can get some grants to help pay for equipment and those kind of things, and then use our taxpayer funds to be able to upgrade facilities. So it's, really we were very fortunate last, November 24 of, November 23, of getting our levies passed. And so, we've been able to get our roofs replaced. We're almost finished with that. Yep. And then parking lots, HVAC work is going to happen here in the next couple months. And then we had our tennis court rehabilitation. So, the PI fund, the Permanent Improvement Fund, is going to help us continue to keep it great school system for our kids. So.
Well, obviously, a lot of exciting things going on here at River Valley. We appreciate you coming up, sharing with the community some of this information, just making sure we get the facts out there. And again, I know you came from Maysville. I saw you at the state tournament last year when they made it down there.
Yep.
We're hoping that follows along. It's the Vikings down there this year.
And we might be on a collision course. They're the #1 seed in their East District there, and we may end up at Athens meeting them, and that would be exciting times.
Yeah,
so.
we looked at it. It'd be like regional finals. I think Rodney and I looked at. So let's hope they both get there, and may the best team win. But again,
absolutely.
Adam Wickham, superintendent here of River Valley Local Schools. Thank you for your time tonight.
You, Mark. Appreciate it.
We'll be right back after this quick little break, and we will go over the halftime stats and more, and then we'll get ready for second half action. Once again, at halftime, it's River Valley 39, Clear Fork 20. You're watching basketball live and free on the OH Report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up.
Quickly back inside the Mathews Family of Dealerships halftime show. Again, 39-20 Vikings. We're going to take a super quick look at your halftime stats. River Valley 39, Clear Fork 20. River Valley 9-2, 6 threes, 14 boards, 3 turnovers, 6 fouls, 3 and 4 from the stripe. Clear Fork 5 twos, 3 threes, 10 boards, 16 turnovers, 5 fouls, and they go 1 of 2 from the line. We're back underway as it was a River Valley dominant first half, Mark.
Yeah, very dominant, and see if the Vikings can come out and continue to expand on this lead. I know there through the second quarter things got a little bit sloppy. We don't want to see that continue if you're Coach Brown and the coaching staff. But first possession here right away, tried to go inside, get a little bit of isolation. Sorry, Weston draws the foul. Step to the free throw line for a couple.
Weston knocks down the first, his second point of the evening. Two of 2. And it's 41-20, and it's a quick Colts turnover here early in the second half.
An unforced turnover again for Clear Fork, just struggling to take care of the basketball tonight. But at least for them, at least it was a dead ball turnover, so they get a chance to set their defense.
Weston has it, gets to that free throw line extended. Chase Smith gets all the way to the corner. He finds Ebert. How about that thread of the needle? Chase Smith to Chase Ebert, and Chase Ebert's up to 12 now. He's making a threat to Smith for that MVP.
Well, just one of the things that people say about River Valley when you watch them play is how unselfish they are. They move the basketball, they get good looks, they're constantly moving, and just like this, they don't care who scores, but man, they run the floor, and in transition, they are dynamic.
The extra pass, the full court pass from Ebert to Carter Myers, and then the extra pass to Weston just shows why this team is going for 19-2, and I believe you said they'll be the most wins in school history tonight if they win.
Yep, if they win tonight, there'll be 19 regular season wins. It'll break the record held by several teams who'd been 18-2.
Westing gets the board. Carter Myers, he thought about it. He adjusted midair, and he finishes.
Yeah, he was going to try to posterize him there, but if River Valley wins tonight, they'll move to 19-2. 3 teams, I believe it was in school history, had went 18-2. Teams before that had some records where 16-2, 16-3, but with the additional couple games playing 22, Vikings here look to be in complete control and going to get that 19th win of the season.
And I think what's been so impressive is when you look at the numbers, when you look at the scores, when you look at the teams that they've played, it's been domination. They've had maybe half a dozen games finish in single digits this year.
And that's unfortunately been one of the kind of, I guess you'd say, struggles, is that as good as this group has been, there have been very few games where they've been challenged, and you get a little bit scared of that it's too easy, because you're going to reach a point somewhere down the line in tournament where you're going to have to play a 4-quarter game, and every possession is going to count. You can't take possessions off. You have to do every little thing just right. And again, the schedule has just been pretty easy for River Valley.
Ball movement, ball movement, ball movement. Another 3-ball, and it is now a 30-point advantage. Chase Smith up to 19 on the evening. Flick. Little pull up, no good.
One of the things a couple coaches now were talking about is the fact that, if you're River Valley, all you can do is play your schedule. These guys can't, determine or change the schedule. And unfortunately, the MOAC is just down this year on the bottom half especially, and it's just made for so many easy games for them that the Vikings have just been able to put it on cruise control after getting out to early leads like they did tonight.
As you're going to see, the little free throw line jumper from Sawyer Weston. It'll be a turnover. On the Clear Fork side of things is Ian Axline will come into the game. The senior getting a nice little ovation.
Ian's another young man, put his time in with the program. Played JV last year, dressed varsity, and flat out shoot the basketball. So if he gets his feet set, watch out, because Ian's going to pull the trigger.
That'll stay on the River Valley side of things. And I think the one thing I've noticed, and I hear when I work with Coach Joe Baylaw, he really preaches this. These River Valley guys really play really well off of 2 feet. That's one thing they do phenomenally. As that's 2 points for Carter Myers. Hey, he's at 12 as well. They got 3 guys in double figures tonight.
Well, and that's kind of been the way the Vikings have done it all season long. Just everybody making sure that the ball gets passed and whoever's open gets the shots. And 3 or 4 guys will score close to doubles or in doubles. The Vikings have done it all, whatever it may be. And then what I love there from Ian Axline is Ian just gets into the game. You're ahead, 34 points, but nothing easy. He wasn't going to let Holtz get an easy layup.
Holtz knocks down the first. He's at 11 now. 12. Make that 12 points for Garrett Holtz. Two of 2 gets him 13, and it's 54-22. 5.5 left in quarter number 3.
Chase Ebert wanting the ball in the post.
But Chase Smith says, I've been feeling it all night, and it's going to continue as now we have a running clock.
Truly, it's just like practice for Chase Smith. They have a shooting machine out in their barn, and it's just like going out in the barn. Ball gets past you, you just catch and shoot. Yeah. That's what he's been in tonight. At least 3 or 4 of his threes, just nobody around him, just wide open. Again,
but Chase
he's going to make contested shots, so if you leave him open, you're in real trouble.
Holtz catches it in the block, can't finish, gets his own rebound though. That's a great move by the senior Garrett Holtz, putting in work. But there goes River Valley out on the run. Chase Ebert finishes through contact.
He is a worker on the offensive end, Holtz is, and then on the other end, Ebert just out in transition again. River Valley just running teams into the ground.
Throw call, gets it to Goodman. Sellers left open. Trey Sellers in and out. That was 3/4 of the way down and didn't fall.
Yeah, good look there
Chase
for Trey.
Smith going to pull up. That one's short. Rebound by Chase Ebert. Great find to Smith. Gets it back to Ebert. Myers is going to get fouled. Myers is going to get fouled. Might have been on Holtz. Might have been a little body. It looks like he slipped a little bit, but there was definitely contact.
I think a little bit of a slip and contact. Viking ball out of bounds.
And it's Hudson Pollock and Luke Axline will come in, so they'll go to a full senior lineup right now with Ebert, Weston, Axline, Ian, and Luke Axline, and Hudson Pollock into the game. Hudson Pollock goes up to get that one. Sawyer Weston all the way. He's going to get fouled. That one.
Well, as soon as Sawyer caught that, he saw that roll call was guarding him. He had the height and strength advantage on him, and he was simply going to drive it to the basket and force there to be a foul.
As Peyton Ross is going to get himself some action on senior night. Looks like he'll be replacing Ebert. As Weston can't get the friendly roll, Peyton Ross will check in. He knocked down a couple threes when we were here on Tuesday night in their big win over the Warriors of Ontario. Weston splits the pair. Brokaw has it, wants to get to Holtz. Holtz definitely with a mismatch right now with Axline guarding. They get it to him on the high elbow. Holtz, nice little spin move, Garrett Holtz. He's got 17.
Well, good job there by Clear Fork of identifying where they could go with the ball. Holtz getting good position.
Ross almost knocked it down. It rimmed out. Holtz with the rebound. Holtz gonna look to go coast to coast. Another spin move with the left, a hoop and a harm. As we'll take a look at that one again.
Thought they were gonna call the travel, but instead Holtz with the lefty.
A hoop and they're going to call that on Ian Axline. That's his second. Holtz. In and out. Ross gets the rebound. Weston gets it to Luke Axline. Back to Sawyer. Tried to get it to Luke on the wing. Turnover, Vikings.
Just the fourth one for River Valley. Vikings again taking good care of the basketball, finishing possessions with shots instead of turnovers. Stop
Eli
the play.
Snyder going to check into the game, replacing Weston.
Not sure why the clock is stopped. There we
Edge
go.
running. 1:25 left here in quarter number 3. Brokaw has it to Carter Cool. Carter Cool. Great back cut by Hoflick. Great little sidestep. Marcus Hoflick with a nice move.
Yeah, good back cut. Caught it. Went to the other side of the rim. Protected from the shot blockers. Finished that.
Peyton Ross in the corner. He'll shoot another one, and he'll knock this one down. The senior's got himself on the board. Peyton Ross. Brokaw. Travel. Slid that pivot foot, did Jacob Brokaw. You got you got 3 seniors on the floor right now that have not scored yet. I expect to thoroughly see them get points by the end of this game.
Oh, absolutely. They're going to run a special set here for Ian Axline, I would guess.
Eli Snyder is going to get all the way inside. How about that finish by Mr. Snyder?
He's athletic, hung in the air.
Xander Cypher is a little pull up from the corner, no good. Axline with the rebound. He'll hoist one at the buzzer, no good. But your score after 3, River Valley 65, the Colts 30. We'll be back for fourth quarter action after this commercial break.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know.
Josh Banks alongside Mark Bollinger back inside River Valley High School, where it's been all Vikings here tonight. They lead 65-30. Trey Sellers has it, wants to get it down low to Garrett Holtz. Trey Sellers going to get all the way inside, but they're going to call that one on the ground. Holtz catches it high post. Great back cut by Sellers, but it's blocked by Luke Axline. Axline's going to hoist one, no good.
Host just going to try to get to the rim, and again, good job by Osting.
Axline gets it to Ross. Peyton Ross has it. Skip feed to Ian Axline. He can't control it. That'll be a turnover on the Vikings.
Turnover difference substantial tonight. Clear Fork with 22 turnovers, River Valley with just 5.
As Chase Ebert's going to check back in, replacing Owen Osting. Sellers gets it to Holtz. Garrett Holtz, good little spin move. Stolen away, though. Peyton Ross almost comes away with it. Ends up with Senyo Alt. And Senyo Alt's got himself on the board. Ebert, Ian Axline, thought about stepping into one. Crossover dribble. Back to Ebert. Hudson Pollock. Peyton Ross, back to Hudson. Hudson will hoist one. Hudson Pollock on senior night's got on the board. 2 more to go.
10 made threes for the Vikings.
68-32, 5:40 left. Trey Sellers with a nice dribble drive. Kicks it out to Holtz. Garrett Holtz will hoist a 3-ball. No good. Chase Ebert soars to the second story for that rebound. Luke Axline. Ian Axline just long on that 3 attempt. Carter Cool comes away with it for the Colts. Garrett Holtz has it now. He's got 19 on the evening. Alt, Senyo Alt. Great dribble drive by Senyo Alt. He's going to get fouled. He's going to shoot 2.
Well, in the pregame, we talked about defending the 3 against River Valley. 15 made 2s tonight, 10 made 3s. If you're playing River Valley, you better guard them from the outside in because they can flat out fill it.
First one's no good by Alt. It looks like Coach Brown's going to clear the bench. He'll bring in Eli Snyder, Sawyer Weston, Chase Smith, Elias McFarland, and Colton Lang.
Yeah, he's getting his seniors one last round of applause here for the regular season.
Sawyer Weston will stay on the floor.
Of course, the Vikings anticipating having 2 home games yet.
Alt misses both. It's going to stay here. It'll be off of Chase Smith. Alt misses both. It's going to stay here.
Now they'll get Sawyer Weston out of the game.
Carter Miles will replace him. And how about the season that these seniors have had? 19-2 in the regular season, an MOAC championship. As McFarland got a hand on that one. It comes away to Eli Snyder. Colton Lang has it. 3:40 left here in quarter number 4. And how about the move? Elias McFarland.
He's another young man that has some offensive skills.
The sophomore.
He'll continue to develop. He could play an instrumental role for the Vikings next year.
Brokaw. Trey Sellers. Trey gets to that short free throw line. Floats and finishes. Trey Sellers. He's up to 6 on the evening.
I mean, anybody was kind of wondering about River Valley and their lineup for next year, this could be what you see as the starting lineup.
As they're going to call a foul on Sellers. You're going to see 3 of the seniors come back into the game, and that'll be Hudson Pollock, Ian Axline, and Peyton Ross. McFarland gets it to Colton Lang. Ian Axline tried to set him a little flare screen there, did Peyton Ross, but Axline's going to take himself. He's going to get fouled, though. Great move by Ian Axline. Flare screen there, did Peyton Ross, but Axline's
he had
going
a
to take
smaller
himself.
defender, took him to
He's
the
going
hole
to get
and
fouled,
couldn't
though.
finish,
But hey, he's got a chance to get 2 and get himself on the scoreboard on senior night.
Well, after watching Ian for many years shoot the basketball, if he doesn't step to the line and bury both these, I'll be shocked.
He absolutely buries the first. Second one for Mr. Axline.
Attaboy,
They were
Ian.
both pure. He goes 2 for 2. He's on the scoreboard. Sellers has it for the Colts as we are 1:50 left, and it's going to be an over-the-back call as Luke Axline is going to come back in. I want to say Luke Axline is the only senior not in the book yet.
They're going to try to get him a basket right here for sure.
Gets it into McFarland. Luke. He'll catch in the corner. He'll step back. He'll hoist one.
Oh.
Might have been blocked partially. The defense by Sellers. He'll step back. He'll hoist one.
Oh.
Might have been blocked partially.
Luke with a little grin.
1:10 left here in quarter number 4. Pollock almost came away with a steal. That's a 3-ball attempt for Skaggs. Just recently checked in. Axline comes away with the board.
Look for it to get to Luke. Go coast to coast here. Drive it to the basket.
He will take it all the way to the hoop, and all 7 seniors are in the book tonight. Sellers to Brokaw. Jacob Brokaw gets all the way inside, and he'll score his first shot attempt tonight for the young man. As they're going to bring Colton Lang back in, they brought in Mr. Axline to get a score. He got a score. All the seniors are in the book. Quick timeout by Coach Brown just to get Mr. Axline off the floor.
Well, look for the Vikings just to get it across midcourt and hold it here.
McFarland.
20 seconds to go, up 74-36.
Colton Lang. Lang spins, floats, can't knock it down. It's almost stolen away. Hudson. That's Hudson Pollock on the floor, and that's gonna do it. The Vikings are outright MOC champs by a final score of 74-36. We'll be back for our Mathews Family of Dealerships postgame show and our MVP interview after this commercial break.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. Yeah, the first step is showing up, now we're here. Yeah, the first step is showing up, hear them chill. Yeah, the first step is showing up, now we're here. We're blowing up, hear them chill. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. Ruthless, ruthless. Give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless.
Josh Banks welcomes you back inside River Valley High School, where the Vikings clinched the outright MOAC title. And you're going to get to witness them cutting down the nets right here live and free on the OH Report inside our Mathews Family and Dealership postgame show. Enjoy, folks.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they
Welcome back to the Premier Optometry Group MVPs. Tonight, pair of chases. First, we're going to start with junior Chase Smith. And Chase, let's just talk about the start of the game, man. They left you wide open. You hit 4 threes to start the game, 12-0, and it was all you.
Yep. I mean, I was feeling good after Cardington last Saturday, I think, but I was just feeling good coming off of that, and teammates were getting it to me.
Well, talk about the teammates getting to you. Talk about, again, this team just moves the ball so well. Talk about the teamwork and how you guys work together just to get open shots.
I mean, Ebert has the assist record now, and everybody else just keeps moving it. I feel like we progressed on that, like, on the year and stuff, so I feel like we've done pretty good on that.
And, of course, already donning the MOAC Champions T-shirt.
Yeah.
Just talk about what it means, man.
It feels so good because, I mean, 2007 was the last MOAC championship, so it feels really good.
And, you know, now you're done with the MOAC. Now we're looking at tournament time. Obviously, you know, first game next week will be interesting, but then, you know, you guys got to get on a little bit of a roll here and stuff like that. You know, what are you guys thinking going to tournament time? What are the expectations?
We got to stay confident and just keep moving the ball and, I mean, just keep playing defense and keep giving it all we got.
Well, they keep giving it all they got. They're going to make a heck of a run because the Vikings are on fire. 12 in a row now as River Valley wins again tonight. That was Chase Smith, junior sharpshooter, and now we're going to bring in senior Chase Ebert. Chase coming into tonight, the career assist record at River Valley. And first of all, again, congratulations, man. It's been a long time coming to put this those numbers up there and get a title.
Thank you. Yeah.
So tonight coming in, you know, you guys obviously had already clinched the other night, but tonight was a chance to just take care of business and win it outright, not let Harding get a share of it. So talk about that for a second.
Yeah, that was the whole motivation. I mean, we had senior night tonight, a lot of distractions, but at the end goal was win it outright, and that's what we came here to do. And now it feels good to put a banner up and know that we're the only ones cutting the nets down tonight.
And you know, we got to see that tonight. The Vikings cut the nets down. But, you know, talk about the defense. You know, the offense gets a lot of publicity because you guys, you move the ball so well. You have so many guys that can shoot the three. You made some threes tonight, stuff like that. But let's go back for a second and talk about the defense. You're a guy that gets everything started on the defensive end. You and Sawyer usually take the two toughest offensive players for the opposition, but just talk about that for a second.
That's what we take pride in. I mean, Brown came here and his whole thing was defense, and we followed. And that's what we try to make our stamp on is defense. And obviously, I mean, we've held some teams to some low scores, and hopefully we can keep this going in the tournament.
Now I need you to settle a little bit of something for us because, you know, we've seen you over the last 4 years take so many charges on a percentage. How many of those were legitimate and how many of them were just you being a great actor?
I'd probably say 99 to 1, you know.
See, and we talked about the humbleness of Chase Ebert right there. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, hey! You got all the seniors joining in with Chase, but yeah, we talked so many times about Chase and, you know, taking the charges and stuff like that. But, you know, hey, with your seniors surrounding you, I'm just going to put this out there for you. You know, the last time we cut the nets in 2007, that wasn't the last set of nets that we cut. We went down to districts and we got that district title, cut those nets as well. What's it going to take? Because you guys are going to have the chance to do it again.
Keep playing the same way. Job's not finished.
Keep playing the same way. And this group of seniors has led this team. And watch out because River Valley is on a roll. They're looking to get a district title and more as we progress deeper into the district. Before we let you get out of here, Chase, it's going to be pretty easy because we always finish with shout-outs. I think you got 6 guys right here that want to shout out.
I'm going to shout them all out, but right here, Peyton Ross, the man of the hour. There he is.
All right. Hey, before we get out of here, anything else you guys have to say? Seniors, any of you jump in here. What's it mean to win a championship? Been a long time. Well, we won't give Luke a hard time about his math. We'll move on from that. So, yeah. Okay. How many of you guys were born before March of 2007? Okay, so 2. We talked about that. Two or 3 guys that were born before last time River Valley won a championship. So, and last but not least, hey, while you're here, jump on there, man. Okay, first thing we got to talk about is I'm a little upset with you.
All right.
Why did we not practice cutting down the nets? I'm calling you out because
superstitious.
Okay.
I drew it on the dry erase board before we came out.
You couldn't tell it,
You couldn't tell what I said? Cut the loop, 2 more pieces. This is pretty simple. Yeah.
All right, that's what I said. I was like, I got to give Rodney a hard time. Like, we didn't practice cutting down the nets. Hey.
We did not. That net's like 2 weeks old. We just got new nets. They're like new style and all this stuff.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey.
It's worth it.
What's it feel, buddy? How's it feel?
Feels great. I mean, I feel like we've been chasing this thing. We said this the other day, and it just feels awesome for these guys to finally get to do it, you know, and they get to put their graduating class number up there on that wall. So it's really special. Absolutely.
And, hey, what I just told them was last time we cut those nets in 2007, we also cut that district title net too. We're going to get it done?
Oh, yeah. That is the ultimate goal, man. We've been there twice now, 2 years in a row, and we're not going there we're not going there a third time and not winning. So.
That's what I like to hear. So, again, Coach Rodney Brown, River Valley Seniors, MOAC champions outright. Put it on the banner. Vikings get it done tonight with another dominating win over Clear Fork. We'll be right back after this quick break. You're watching high school basketball live and free on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Josh Banks back inside River Valley High School one final time for our Mathews Family of Dealerships post-game show. You just heard from our co-MVPs and head coach Rodney Brown of the River Valley Vikings, who for the first time since 2003 are outright MOAC champions in convincing fashion. A 74-36 victory over the Colts, Mark.
Well, the coronation took place the other night where the Vikings got the win, were able to get the crown and get a share, but tonight they said, leave no doubt, we're going to win this thing outright, and that's exactly what they did. Vikings get it done, go 13-1 in the MOAC to claim the outright title, be able to put that one up on the banner. Year 2025, River Valley MOAC champions.
And you're going to see it. We're going to pull the stats over onto your screen, folks. 12 twos, 3 threes, 17 boards. But again, just like when we were here the other night with Ontario, 24 Clear Fork turnovers. They commit 8 fouls. They go 3 of 7 from the line. You flip the script and look at River Valley. They go 18 twos. They knock down 10 triples tonight, 26 rebounds, 5 turnovers. They commit 10 fouls, and they go 8 of 10 from the stripe. You coached at the high school level. We've all been around the game for quite some time. Anytime that as a high school basketball team you only commit 5 turnovers in a game, you got a pretty good chance to win that basketball game.
Well, and what you do is you look at the style of play, and that's, I think, what is so impressive. You know, when I was here coaching, you know, we were hoping to keep it, you know, at 10, 11 or less. And then when I had the chance to coach the college level, we ran a lot of ball screen stuff, and we ran so much ball screen action that we were hoping that turnovers would be 7 or less, but it was that style of play to where we didn't have a lot of guys handling the basketball. River Valley has a lot of different guys handling the basketball and yet still don't turn the basketball over. That, I think, is the most impressive thing about that, is they play a free-flowing style, ball moves, and yet they still take care of it.
Well, and what impressed me the most tonight, I think, was there were a couple times where Clear Fork got a bucket, and I spoke about Upper Sandusky as one of the best teams that I've seen all year do it. They get a bucket. They get a rebound out of the net. They take the ball out, and they got to lay up in 3 passes or less. We've seen Chase Ebert do that a couple times tonight. It's something we're coming to see River Valley do as well. And to me, that makes you dangerous. When you can get a defensive rebound or even on a made shot and you can get yourself a layup in less than 3 passes, how do you get stopped?
Well, and that's where it's going to come back to. Honestly, it's going to come back to coaching. If you're going to beat River Valley, you're going to have a good coaching staff who can put together the game plan and understand you have to slow them down. Whether that means on a make, you send a guy to guard the inbounder, or you go right to Chase Ebert or Sawyer Weston or Chase Smith to eliminate that first pass. It's going to take a good scouting report, a good coaching staff who's going to have to try to slow down this River Valley team, because if you try to go with them or you let them get up and down, like I said a lot of times this year, it's going to be game over.
Well, you see the box score right here, 22-2. Clear Fork wins the second quarter, 18-17. River Valley come out and blitzes them again in the third at 26-10. And then obviously fourth quarter is kind of just that time. A lot of the seniors got a chance to score. River Valley wins that fourth quarter 9-6. But when you can come out and start a game 22-2, you let the team kind of, I wouldn't say battle their way back, but they win quarter number 2, and then you just take control in that third quarter by winning it by 16 points. They play the most consistent basketball for all 4 quarters. It's just a matter of, hey, it's any given night, right? It's high school basketball. You could have a night where you come out and you don't shoot the ball so well, but I think the big advantage they have is if you're not shooting it well, you've got Carter Myers who can post up. You've got Owen Osting who can get down on the block. They can score it inside if they're not knocking down the 3 ball. And that's what makes them what I think is one of the best teams in D4 in the state, and one of the best teams easily in their district. There's a reason that the rest of the teams in their district went to the top half of that bracket.
Yeah, the number 2, 3, and 4 seeds all went the other way, but River Valley ends up, if the seeds hold out, they'd play the winner of the number 5 versus number 6 game, Johnstown or Buckeye Valley, in a district final. And as you said, River Valley through the RPI top 4, I think the 4th in the state right now, the 100 out of 134 teams, and it's a tough matchup. Again, it's going to take somebody, a coaching staff who understands the game and has a team that is able and willing to slow it down and make it into a half-court game. That's how you beat River Valley. You can't let them shoot threes. You've got to run them off the line, make them beat you 2 at a time. Can you do it? I don't know, but it's going to take a gargantuous effort if somebody's going to get it done.
These are the outlooks for the next 2 games for these teams. River Valley is going to travel to Bloom Carroll tomorrow night, a makeup game from earlier in the year. And the Colts are done with the regular season. They will play Ontario on the 18th, with the winner of that game facing the right to go travel to Upper Sandusky to play the Rams in a district semi. It's going to be a lot of fun here over the next couple weeks on the OH Report. We've got high school girls basketball is into tournament time, and the boys are right around the corner.
Yeah, it's my favorite time of the year, especially in high school sports. When you get into tournament time and all these schools going at it and trying to win championships, it means so much, and it's going to be a great time. And, we've talked a lot tonight, but I've just got to take a moment here and just say a special little thing because, my mom for 50 years sat down there in the first couple rows watching River Valley basketball, and we lost her tragically last fall, but I'll tell you what, I guarantee you that she's up there and she's looking down and she's smiling because she loves Viking basketball, watched it for 50 years, and Mom, we put another banner up there.
And this isn't going to be the last one for these Vikings. They're going to put a bunch more up there for her. You see our next 2 weeks here live and free on the OH Report. We will be at Cary, Upper Sandusky, and Crestview St. Paul. If I remember correctly, Crestview St. Paul tomorrow night is for a Firelands Conference championship.
Oh, good. End of the season means a lot. I like that.
I'll be at Upper Sandusky for Upper Cary, but we're going to start rolling some replays here, Mark, before we get out of here. Final words from you tonight.
Just a great way to finish up on senior night for the
Vikings.
Absolutely outstanding regular season.
They have to feel
rolled
that,
through all their
slide
home
over the
games.
top.
They're perfect. They go on the road tomorrow night, finish it, hopefully
Up
get
top,
through that
Smith,
one
he's
with a
left
win
open
without
again,
any injuries.
and
then they come back, and it's down to business. They should have a pretty easy first
that's
win
going to be just right.
in the
Carter
tournament
Myers with
against
the
Krista
offensive
Ray,
board.
who
He'll go up
winless
and
against
finish.
OHSA
They come
teams.
at you,
And
they
then after
can
that,
put you to
probably
the ground
Eastmore,
in a hurry.
and then a
They
Buckeye
wanted to
Valley
get
of
to
Johnstown.
Hopes.
But at this point, you get to tournament time.
Blocked.
One at a time, but
Trying
the
to get
Vikings
it
have
into
done
Hopes.
the work.
Nobody
Now they
open.
just need to see
Stolen
if they can
away.
reap the rewards.
and it'll be Ebert. So,
to
for Mark
Myers.
Bollinger.
Great find.
Shane
How about
Young
the
on camera,
dish?
who always does a great
Doing?
job.
The Colts still unable to
I'm
find
Josh Banks.
anything.
Everybody stay
And how
safe.
about that?
Enjoy your
Face.
Friday night.
Been moving
And I'll be
to the
back
left
with you guys live and
shoulder.
free tomorrow night
And
from up in
there's
Sandusky. So, if you're
rebounded
not
by
doing
Carter
anything, come
Poole,
hang out.
thrown away by
As
Chase
always,
Smith.
stay safe, have fun,
Gets it to
and we'll see you next time,
Myers.
folks.
Myers, a little ball fake. Can't get to Hoflick. He's trapped again. Senor Alt. They're going to get.
Basketball, take time off the clock.
They tried to feed it to Holtz. It'll go.
Senior group for River Valley does. When they go to the bench, you have Luke Axline, and they get after it. That's something the Vikings have to replace next year.
The field goal is going to be no good.
And it's
No, that's-
1,000 points.
That pass. Back up top to Chase. He'll shoot a three. And